What's up, everybody? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here, and we are back with some more LEGO Movie 2 video game. That's right, we got Planet Unikitty FREE ROAM, which is part of the Rexplorer system. And there are 25 of those masterpiece or Poiple bricks that we're going to go ahead and track down and round up, or put them in the bag, as we like to say. We get a couple of trophy achievements, one for completing the quests on the planet, as well as one for getting all of the bricks on the planet. So here we are picking up right where we left off. We are ready to roll on in to Planet Unikitty. Now, this is a very colorful, kind of crazy area, and there's actually a really cool building. It's right in front of us. Look at that giant Unikitty out of Lego. Now, as we take a quick peek around just to see what it looks like, we are going to make our way up towards the old golden arrow there. In fact, that's going to be our new point of origin, our beginning. We're going to go ahead and follow those. That's the quests related to the areas. So we'll knock those out in each of the levels and then take on all of the other tasks like the bricks, as well as the races and things like that. So make your way all the way to the top to that giant Unikitty up there. And look at that. Unikitty's waiting. Wait. Is it Jeffrey? Toys R Us is... Somebody needs to get him a memo. Anyways, hey, it's me, Unikitty, and welcome to my home. Yay! She needs our help finding her brother, the one that looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, it's a Unikitty that is totally... I'm pretty sure his favorite thing in the world is Sonic. Wait till you see him. You've probably already seen the show or know who her brother is. To be honest with you, I did not know that it was her brother until I played this. However, I had seen him plenty of times in marketing pieces and on TV and such, because I've definitely seen the show once or twice. Now, so people have been talking about how my jetpack can be powered up and that there's these relics that help me with stuff. Now, I may be making a mistake waiting to open my mega and super relics until the end, but I feel like that might have something to do with what you guys are talking about. I have not been able to see any kind of upgrades or bars related to that, but I'll get there eventually, I'm sure. And here he is. Look, tell me that doesn't look like Sonic. I mean... His shoes are red and white, just like Sonic's. He's blue and a little bit of white, like Sonic. I mean, I feel like they kind of got the idea for his color scheme from Sonic the Old Hedgehog. But, all right, so his beach ball has been stolen. Have you guys seen my baseball? We got to go find his ball for him, and it happens to be over here on the beach where all of these baddies are. So we pulled out our Rex Quando fists, and look at that. We got that stolen beach ball back. Now we just got to return it to him, and yeah, look at that. We got some little boats out here. Boats afloat. Ooh, and a sandcastle too. Let's not be the mean guy and knock that down, at least not yet. All right, we'll return the ball, and I do believe he requires an escort back to his big sis. And let's see here. Yep, we got that first brick. Thank you very much. Now, I do want to make note, too, that although all of the quick links labeled on screen just say masterpiece 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 25. They are labeled as the different types of, like whether it's just a brick, it'll be just masterpiece. If it's a race, it'll be labeled a race. If it's a quest, it'll be labeled a quest. So if you're looking for a specific item or spot, that might be the best way to kind of find those and scroll through those quick links, which are down below in the video description. All right, one last bad guy before getting to the top here. Oh, hippa to the hoppa all the way to the top. Oh, we got more bad guys. We'll go ahead and take this guy. Oh, a couple of them. What the deuce? Oh, and I love the watermelon outfit. Like, wife happened to walk in and check this out while I was playing, and she was like, oh, I want to be a watermelon. So that's going to be my goal, to try and find her a watermelon costume for Halloween this year, which is good because I got lots of time. It's only, what, April? March? I don't even know what month it is. All right, get in there. Give me my brick. Oh, thank you for looking after my brother. I don't think I sound anything like her, but just in case, I thought I'd give it a try. Now, next, we got to go ahead and deliver a party invite, which, again, it tells us right where to go. There's parts of this that is super awesome and parts that are super frustrating. And speaking of frustrating, watch this. It pukes out the relic down below. Make sure you grab everything up top. Oh, no, I missed a bluesy. Oh, well, that's okay. I did find that if you find 5 chests in every area, that should cover your costs to purchase each of the bricks that are in the store. So as you guys know, there's always a brick that needs to be purchased from the store for 50,000 studs. And, 50,000 adds up quite a bit when you've got, what, like 10 to 15 levels total? There's like 15 levels, I think. So that being said, we've got a lot of key-ish or studs to spend, and by finding these boxes and opening them up, not only do we get the relics, but we also get a ton of studs, including a Poiple stud, which is 10,000. So that's why I say you find 5 of those. 5 times 10,000 is 50,000, plus all those blues and all the extra in between too. Now these guys are also a good payday. They give you a mega relic, as well as a ton of studdage too. In fact, I think they give you 3 or 4 of those Poiples, as well as a handful of bluesy twosies. So, all right, collect them all. Got to get them all. Got to get them all. Make your way into that golden arrow, and it should start a little cinematic. Oh, I guess we got to walk up and talk to him. He says, "Hello, funky friend. What's happening? Oh, you need my DJ services? Okay." I don't know why I gave him sort of an accent there, but he just seemed like he needed one. So we'll go ahead and just assume that that's what he sounds like, even though we probably could have given a listen and found out what he really listens like. And look at this. Sunflower Records. What? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If you go and buy a bunch of sunflower seeds and you plant one and one's got a record in it, I don't know. Like, I guess it depends on what your end goal is. But we go ahead and return that record back to him, and now he is ready to follow us all the way to the party. Now, I was kind of wondering here. I felt like maybe I didn't do everything I needed to do here. No, actually, what it was, I heard a chest. I was wandering around, and there it is. It's up on top of this tree. Pull out your old wing pack or jet wings and get up there. Or the grappler should work quite fine as well. Now, just a reminder, we are actually stacking up quite a few relics. Now, I just mentioned a minute ago, I haven't really been opening them. I did open a few of the vehicle ones so that I could get a flying vehicle, because we're going to need that for some upcoming levels, specifically Apocalypseburg, but we're also going to need some for just to make things easy on some other levels too. You'll see. But we're going to save all those, and we're going to do our live stream that we normally do with our character purchasings with those relics. Now, again, I may be kind of missing out on some of the fun stuff or helpful tools along the way by not opening those, but I'm gonna risk it. Risk the biscuit. And look at that, opposite of the opposite. Oh, what? That's actually for completing all of the Unikitty quests on Planet Unikitty. So we know that the main stuffs for her is all done. Now we just got to go ahead and keep on keeping on and find the rest of the bricks and such. So we're going to go ahead and target these. And look at this. We got Jeffrey the giraffe down here. And, oh, he's standing right next to old Frankie the fox. I think that's who that is. I'm not really sure if his first name is Frank, but we're going to call him that. And look at this. We got a couple of relics. Ooh, a construction relic. We haven't seen one of those pop out of a chest in a minute, so we'll gratefully grab that. And again, we won't know what's inside until we get basically all the way done with our free roam, and then we do our live stream where we're going to bust open all those bricks. Now, if timing works out perfectly, we're going to maybe finish up LEGO Dimensions, and then that'll be kind of the next thing right after that. So, all right, we needed the giraffe guy costume. Now, we know that all the quests that have some sort of specific costume or character needed, they're all available in the shop. So we headed on over to the shop, which happened to be like 3 steps to our right, and now we just need to switch to the giraffe guy that we purchased for, what, 50,000 studs? 50,000 seems to be kind of the main number. The magic number, if you will. So we go ahead and we got that. Now, this is kind of ironic because Frankie is standing right next to Jeffrey, and he wants a picture with Jeffrey. So we're gonna make this happen. We're actually going to, I think, do we go selfie mode? No, we don't go selfie mode here. We just take a picture. Solo broski. Oh, look at that! Psych! We got the backside, which is probably his best side, if I'm being honest. I don't know. The double mouth and nose thing is kind of a little bit spooky, if you're asking me. So I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just move on. Okay, next up, what do we got? Not watermelon guy. We've got the camera out. Well, I heard the kitty, so I decided to grab the cat, and here I am. Wife was like, "What are you doing with the cat?" Meow. Sorry about that, kitty. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. You know how them claws and them cats can come back and pay you back. Oh no! He was making a move, it looked like. I'm glad I had this rainbow road. And is that Unikitty puking out a rainbow? It looks like he's totally... Is this like the Nyan cat? Nyan Unikitty? Anyways, all right. Up on top of Unikitty's head, we actually find our next brick. It is important to note that the order of which we grab these bricks in doesn't really matter. However, if you follow the order we get them in, it will surely help alleviate any issues of you wondering which bricks you do or don't have when you're all done watching the video. So, all right, we grabbed that one down low, and now we see this chest up high. Now, I've got this weird thing where I feel like a couple of times I've gotten a chest in an area, usually the bigger areas like Apocalypseburg or something much larger than these smaller 25 brick areas. But I feel like you can sometimes get a chest to respawn. So every time I see a chest, I run up there and smash it, grab it, and then hope that when I return back to that area later, it may respawn. Now, right down below that chest, we find this little robot box, and we give him a quick little chat here, and he gives us a wedding bolt and lets us know he needs us to find his sweetie. So we'll go ahead and follow that marker way off to the, I don't really know if it's north or south. I guess that's one thing that could have been a little helpful tool to that compass, is having a north and south, but at the same time, I guess it really doesn't matter. Now, we find ourselves over by the old sunflower patch, but right next to the big tree is the, what? The little robot wifey. So we go ahead and hand over the invitation, or I guess it's the wedding bolt, and she follows us all the way back to her hubby down below here, and I think they go off on a nice little honeymoon here, if I do remember. Let's see here. Oh, the mission was important. Oh, what? 0101111. Oh, snap. I don't know. It sounded like they got a little graphic there with all those zeros and ones. I'm not exactly sure what that meant. I don't speak. It's all good, though. It's all good. Next up, we've got another brick. It's all the way at the top here. We're going to walk up that rainbow bridge, and then we're going to sneak around the back. Now, these look like ladders. They have fooled me more than a couple of times. They are not ladders. But good thing we've got this jet wing pack that'll help us get all the way up top. Now, of course, if you prefer, you could also use that grappler, which is kind of fun too, but I find that the jet wing is just a little easier and quicker to control. The grappler does require a little bit of precision with your aim and whatnot. So, all right, next on top, we got a couple of cupcakes over here. And on top of that far cupcake, we're going to find that next brick. And right over, a little jump, right over the old keyboard piano there. Look at that giant piano. We'll go ahead and hop up on the top. We were right over here when we gave that DJ his little invitation. And next up, we got one over behind here. This one is a little bit more on the trickier side. It actually takes me for a spin. I, for whatever reason, thought that perhaps, maybe for once, that I'm going to have to smash a bunch of things here and have to build something. Now, in true Lego games, that is almost always the key, right? When in doubt, smash about. That's pretty much always got us to the finish line. In this case, though, it is not the case. When you can't find what you're looking for, it is almost always above or below where you are. Now, since there's nothing above us here, we have to find a way to get down below, which we know that there's nothing right behind us here. So, look, there's a quest right here, too. Notice that? And the quest is... seemingly underground as well. So that's got me all suspect here. And I go back to the whole, well, maybe I gotta smash all the speakers. No, that is not the case. And if you are in a hurry, feel free to use the quick link for the next brick, which happens to be brick number 13. So that would get you down below. Now, it actually would take you and show you the entrance in here, which is just right off to our left or behind us or to our right now, depending on which way you're looking at it. It's right over that way. So we'll head towards the main middle area. I guess it's the old rainbow stream here. And if you follow it around, it actually leaks down and under. Ooh. And we run into some other shenanigans here. I don't know if this is a glitch, or if this maybe I'm missing something here, but I feel like we've gotten underwater and smashed a chest or two in the past. So I find this chest under here, and I want to grab it. You know me, got to grab them all. And I get underwater, and it takes a minute to get the camera angle right. It tells me to hit square. I'm hitting square, but I do like this weird spinning, swimming thing. And I never actually get a chance to bust open that chest. So, hey, if you guys know something I don't, please drop me a comment down below and tell me what I've missed out on here. Maybe there's a specific character I needed to be. Now, I thought that General Mayhem was the character I had used before because, there was a helmet, I'd gone underwater, but I do believe that General Mayhem only grabbed a brick underwater, didn't actually open a chest. So, if there's a key to that, please let me know so I can pass that on to other people's as well. So I went ahead and gave up, and I found this unicorn up top, which happens to be the quest that we thought was up top that was really not. So, ooh, it's a race. I hope I win. Now, check this out. I am totally under the impression that I'm supposed to hop on this unicorn and complete this race. That is not the case at all. I'm supposed to do it on footsies, and right about now, the wife started just absolutely busting up laughing. And I was like, what are you laughing about? Like, I was concerned. Like, I was already frustrated that I was going to lose and have to redo this race. At least that's what I was thinking. And she's laughing, and she's like, ah, ha, ha, ha. And I'm like, what's so funny? She's like, what is that character doing? Are you bouncing around like that on purpose, or is that how they run? And I was like, no, that's how they run. So she's like, oh, gosh, I'm so glad that's over. Little does she know that there's always a second race. So I said, oh, yeah, it's totally over. Not. And then I walked right back up to the old horsey, and I started the second race. So, woo to the who, here we go. So yeah, it's fun times. Now, ironically, by the end of this level, she had left, and Reese had popped up here. And when Reese got up here, he asked me the same thing. He didn't laugh at me, but he was like, are you doing that on purpose? Is that a weird, are you like trying to make me laugh or something? I was like, no, that's actually just how the character bounces around. He's like, oh, that's awkward. And I couldn't help but agree. So, luckily for us, though, the hippa to the hoppa all the way to the enda. I guess that didn't really work, did it? But we got both of the bricks related to that quest, which were both races, and that horse is jumping for joy. Now, I look over at that chest, and I think, maybe I should go one more time. But really, I bail on it, and I go grab the old brick. This is the brick that was up above that we couldn't find as well, and it is way down under. So we go ahead and use the circle button to get underwater. And, of course, we spin around in a methodical fashion to try and grab that brick. And I try one more time because, you know what? Why not? And no such luck. Now, I thought maybe there was a spot where I had a switch or a lever where I could drain the water out of here. But I never did find it. So I'm guessing that there's some sort of character that allows me to do that, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a torture chamber down there trying to tease us with some stuff that we can never get our hands on. But all right, so we are out of there. We went kind of the long way out. You could always go out the way we came in, but why would you do that? No, I'm just kidding. Either way works. Just get up top back to where we were before we had to find that secret entrance. And we're going to go ahead and make our way down the old cupcake lane. And what is this? Is this a Jello cake? Jello! We'll go ahead and take that purple brick sitting on top, whatever it is. Right across the rainbow bridge from the Jello cake, we're going to find a Crayola. Is that a crayon? It looks like a giant crayon. Oh, there's a character out front dressed like one too. But before taking on that, make sure you swoop around back and grab that purple brick. All right, make your way up front. Let's go talk to this crayon, see what's going down. He says, hello, Unikitty. Asked me to make smoothies for the blah, 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 blah. I'm going too fast. So we need to find some bananas and an apple. Now, it just so happens that when we ran by that Jello cake, I noticed that there was a banana in that tree. So I knew we had to come back. And there's some apples, too, thanks to the old arrows. It guided us right to where we needed to go. And, yeah, look at that. We got a couple of fruitsies. We'll go ahead and mix them up and make us a smoothies. I see our next brick over there sitting on top of that lighthouse, too. So we'll go ahead and return it, grab our purple brick from the crayon, and it's time to get on down. Oh, look at that. There's kind of like a face on the wall just to the left of our left wing there. Looks like, almost looks like Lumpy the Space Princess, kind of. Probably not. You guys are probably like, no, Brian, he's not purple, and doesn't go, I love Lumpy. I've been playing a lot of LEGO Dimensions lately, if you haven't been catching that, and Lumpy's characters' speaking parts are just like some of my favorites out of all the characters in the game. Oh, we found ourselves another one of these alien invader hearts. Now, my best recommendation for those is to try to predict where they're going next and try to push them into some sort of a corner or blockade or stairwell or something that prevents them from being able to get escaped the easy way. Escape. All right, we have actually handed over a some sort of I guess it was the party invitation. And look at him. He's like doing the Running Man challenge right there. I'm not sure what was going on there, but at night I think of you. Anyways, I was a little confused. We got some studs from that, but it was actually a quest. You saw that. There was actually a question mark for indicating a quest there. But we didn't get a brick. All we got was studdage for it. So it was a little weird. We've noticed a couple of those. Now, I do believe that somehow, some way, that is going to be related to a brick on maybe another planet or something, a trophy achievement perhaps. I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like we have to deliver all of those. Now, we lost another relic down below. It should be noted that relics don't go away very fast if at all. I mean, you might have them go away if you leave the area completely, but in a future level, which I have already recorded, I actually left one down below and came back to it about 7 or 8 minutes later, doing plenty of other tasks, and it never went away. It was just sitting there waiting for me. So that's something to know, but I wouldn't count on it. Like, don't take that to the bank just yet, because you never know. They might have some sort of inconsistency or something. Now, all right, so there was a brick up top right under the waterfall, and it was a funny angle, and I didn't quite see it as I went by it, so I fell down below and then kind of got lost and thought, okay, it's going to be another one of them tricky ones, so I'll come back to it. So I went ahead and targeted the one that we skipped earlier, and we're kind of doubling back now. And I did that because I didn't want to have to, like, jump up and then down, and then up and then down. So I did all the high ground stuff first, and then I dropped down low, and now we're taking on all the low ground stuff, and hopefully it'll all work out in our favor. And, oh, did you see it? There is that brick that I missed under the old rainbow bridge. And luckily for us, there's also a chest right next to it. So it turns out I didn't do all the upper ground stuffs, but it was pretty easy getting back up here. So we'll go ahead and collect our relics, as well as our purple brick right next to this chest. And guess what, guys? That's actually going to put us pretty close to the home stretch. We've got 22 of the 25, and we know one of them is inside the store. So basically, we got a couple bricks, and then we got to go make some purchasings in the old store. And this guy, if I do remember, we got to get our feet wet again. Now, is this like cotton candy water, or what's going on here? It's pink. I feel like it's delicious. I feel like I would be a lot larger than I am if this really existed. Cotton candy water, like seriously, like think about like the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, like the chocolate stream. Think about like a cotton candy stream. I would definitely indulge in something like that. But moving along, we've got ourselves the final brick that is out and about. So we'll go ahead and grab that. We'll grab a chest that's back in this corner too. Collect another purple and a couple of bluesies too. Don't forget to grab them relics before mashing out of there. And, oh, gotta get your feet wet one more time. It's worth it, though. It is worth it for that relic. We're actually getting quite the stockpile of relics, and I think that once we get to that live stream and we actually open them all, it's going to be quite eventful. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's going to be helpful towards our gameplay progress, because we're going to be pretty much done with everything at that point. But, all right, the final brick is inside the store here. We'll go ahead and purchase it for 50K. And then we'll move along, and as you might remember, we highly recommend purchasing all of the rest of the items here. And if you're not live streaming to do some sort of event with your characters and relics, I would highly recommend opening the relics you have collected so far as well. Ooh, Mango Berry Blast, that sounds delicious. And, of course, we got a pink drum kit, which can only be purchased once, and we already got the Jeffrey the Giraffe costume. So, hey, guys, guess what? We have officially got all of the bricks on the planet and purchased all the items in the store, and that's going to take us away. So, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for LEGO Movie 2 video game Planet Unikitty Free Roam. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and found this maybe a wee bit useful. Shout out to Warner Brothers for hooking us up with a copy of this game. It has been oh so fun playing so far. Check us out on social media if you have not already, and of course, a Thumbie must-see will be added as soon as the video is done processing. As for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time.